Can you hear that? That is England's busiest motorway, and that is a wild trout stream. I'm using a grey Streamflex 10-foot 2-weight with the new braided core low stretch World Championship nymph with micro welded loops. Straight tippet from that, no indicator. 5-pound hybrid fluorocarbon coated copolymer. On the dropper I'm just fishing a hare's ear, and on the point some sort of bead head type of thing. See how we get on. Nothing on the nymph. I'm going to change the tippet on this World Championship nymph, and I'm going to use it as a dry fly line. 4 foot of 7X hybrid on with these micro welded loops. But we'll see how we get on. Nope, nothing. Next pull. Okay, I found a rising fish. The first one of the night. I feel like David Bellamy.
Shade which is cast by the branches and the leaves.
Beside that tree is one rising fish. It's my only chance possibly of the evening. Man, that hurts so bad. The setup, 8-foot epic 4-weight glass rod with a 3-weight Stuart Crofts microthin fly line on. Load short rods very quickly so you can make short, accurate, quick casts with no false casting or very little false casting. The only false casts you need are to dry the fly. If you are drying the fly with a false cast, make it away from the shot. You dry the fly, bring the tempo down, make the shot. What you'll notice is when I put the fly line down, it won't make a lot of disturbance. So if I do see a rising fish, I'll get multiple shots at it, 2, 3, 4 times, and I'll get the fish eventually. Let's give it a go.
You didn't come too soon. You didn't come too soon. Boy, you freed my mind from her. Man, all my thoughts were blown. I believed it was whiskey. Boy, you freed my mind.
Okay, we found a rising fish. It's not rising hard, it's not in a rhythm, it's just moving around. It's in a slow pool, so its nose is going to be pointing all over the place. This is not an easy fish. There's no wind cover. I'm dressed like I'm in an R&B band. Let's get into position. The English chub, what I call a polystyrene fish, because it feels like it's full of polystyrene. You saw how quickly that came in, but it's very pretty still, isn't it? Nice.
You didn't come too soon. You didn't come too soon. Boy, you freed my mind.
This vlog may only end up with 2 fish in it, but up to date, this has been, I'd say, my favourite vlog. This river here, you know, you can go for days without catching a fish or seeing a rising fish, and it's only the rising fish that I'm after. I could probably get them out on nymphs and things like that, but to be honest, I come here with a small rod and I try and get them out on dries because I like targeting individual fish. They're very difficult to see because they're hidden under roots. It's very difficult to nymph. And just because of the nature of the water, it's so overgrown, you just can't access certain things. The only way you can do it is with an upstream dry. Saying that, this has probably been my favourite vlog. Personally, it's been a very difficult time for me, and without fishing and without this vlog, I wouldn't have got out into the outdoors. I wouldn't have come out to this river, I wouldn't have come fishing, I wouldn't have got engaged with the fishing, I wouldn't have chased certain fish, I wouldn't have had all the emotions of catching and losing fish. I'd have been locked away, to be perfectly honest. And that's just the nature of the beast. That's what fishing's always done for me. My life has been fairly... my life has been fairly traumatic. I'm 45 years old and I've been through some pretty intense things. And the one thing that's remained for me is fishing. I fished once in the northeast for 5 years alone, and it was the only thing that kept me on the straight and narrow. Things aren't quite that bad now, but this week especially I've needed a companion, and that companion for me this week has been fishing. It's been this river. So for that I'm extremely grateful. I'm extremely grateful for the outdoors. I'm very grateful to have this sport as my thing, I chose to do. And for me, it's like being a boy again. Yeah, and that's what I've needed this week. So for that, I'm extremely grateful.